Hello, welcome back to Monster Train featuring...
A speeding bullet train to hell. I'm Kid Cudi.
Hello Kid Cudi. I think you've been Kid Cudi before? I'm not 100%
I
certain.
don't I don't feel like I have been, but the one I was gonna do before was Tyler the Creator, and that one I feel like I have done before.
I don't remember Tyler. I mean, it's been
I
like,
feel like I probably said I was like, "Hey, I'm Flower Boy" or something. That sounds
maybe.
familiar. In my head, that seemed more familiar to me.
I don't know, unless I'm writing it down, if only there were some way we could go back and see every rapper that you've been. Unfortunately, it's
There's just
impossible.
no way.
And we've done this for 20 weeks now. Can you believe that? This is episode 20.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah. Our friendship ended 10 episodes ago.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we are playing the modded version, as we hinted at last week. We're playing the balance patch by Dusk. There'll be a link in the description to download that mod if you are so interested yourself in doing so.
Speaking of links in the description,
Good segue.
like, comment, and subscribe.
Ah, wait a minute.
No, I will almost definitely be streaming by when this video goes live on the YouTube as well.
Yeah, there'll be a link to that in the description as well.
But Dusk's description will be above,
You
and
don't
mine
know.
will be below.
And yeah, like, comment, and subscribe too. You know the deal. You ready to begin?
Yeah.
All right. Have you played any of this mod yourself?
No, not at all.
But
I watched you play quite a bit on Twitch though, but
Yeah.
I have not installed any mods yet to my Monster Train.
So we got Exile Stygian, Exile Hellhorned here. There's not too many crazy.
Hold up. Did Dusk rebuff Guardian's Amulet back to what it was?
Yes, he did.
Oh, what like a spit in the face of the developers.
It's funny too, because the first time I saw that, I was like, "Wait, is that Sab 3 now? Was it Sab 2 before?" I completely ignore this card every time I see it.
Yeah, like, I mean, it was our second or third co-op run, I think, where we had an insane Guardian's Amulet run, but like,
Yeah, we had the spreading spores ability on it.
but two or three sap is like, it doesn't matter basically.
Yeah. And the enemies, I mean, it makes like a small difference. It's 2 damage, but ultimately I don't feel like that 2 damage is gonna make or break most situations. But with Exile Stygian, I'm a little more inclined to offering cards, although maybe not as much as some people may think, because Foregone Power is clunky, since it's random. And other than that, this is mostly nothing's too changed here. In the starter cards, though, we do have Foregone Power does 1 damage now, as well as Frostbite 6, Queen's Impling same, Train Steward same. Alright. I shall do the read-through. We have Soulsucker, Talos, Shadow, Arcus, and Sap Seraph, Mollusk Mage, Fortify, Guardian's Amulet. Coming up in this mod, I know he's been posting about this in the Discord, you're going to have icons the same as you have Sap Seraph up here. They're going to be one for Talos and Arcus as well, which is pretty cool.
I do agree that is cool.
Rules of Containment?
Yeah, that seems good to me. In there could be universes where we're playing like Frostbite Solgard on the bottom floor, and if that's the case, we don't want concussive goals. We probably want him taking hits. Rules of Containment just seems nice.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we take here.
I agree. I'm going to click it. It's a really good. It's like slightly worse Jackstrips, but that's still good. And oh yeah, he changed Titan Channel.
Oh, what does this do?
It just gains health per incant now as well, which I'm interested in. You want to take
Base
that?
stats look different too.
Yeah, he's got less starting health, or no, he's got more starting attack maybe.
I don't know. I think it's less starting health. I think his was he? Oh, maybe he's 40. I don't remember. Whatever. His stats are a little different. I think it's cool because, as you can obviously see, the idea is that you get more out. You get a benefit out of incanting him past his unfazed threshold.
Yeah,
it's a cool design idea. I think it's neat. Maybe it's too strong. I don't know. I think this is a good time to find out. I think Dire Channel is still not great.
It's really weird.
That could use some work maybe.
Each of the Soul Guards is like not great, and yet at the same time I'm like, yeah, Dire Channel's okay, and I play Frostbite basically every time I play Solgard now.
I mean, I don't know. I still think that there's certain builds that he's pretty bad for, specifically if you are outside of red or green.
Yeah, it's true.
I feel like yellow or blue is not like Frostbite Solgard is not that good.
Yeah, I mean specifically with Umbra, it's really bad, but you can probably still make it work. This is a free trial with rules of containment on this combat, right?
I mean, the shield boys are still going to hurt a little bit, but we should be able to get our guy incanted fast enough to be able to kill them.
Yeah, it's a little.
I don't know.
Difficult.
I don't know what world we don't. I mean, I guess we have the Implings,
well,
so they could screw us over. But like worst case scenario, we maybe take like 4 damage to Pyre. So I think it's like a free, extremely free trial.
I think it's easy money, personally.
And remind me, Voix, the collectors do get frostbitten as well, right?
Yes, they do. So they are.
There's no reason not to set up top 4 then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm gonna say we should play Foregone Power first.
Yep, the highest chance of not. Okay.
That's Monster Train.
Yeah.
I might. I'm gonna do some on-the-fly sound adjustment here.
Yeah, I was gonna say that the game audio is a little low.
Right? The game audio is a little low, you think?
I mean, it's like the least important thing, I guess, but like it does seem a little.
I feel like the music's a little loud, personally.
I don't hear the music at all, if I'm being honest.
Oh, I think that might be a Discord streaming thing, actually, where Discord just stream. Like, whenever I stream something over Discord, the audio is just completely doomed.
Interesting stuff.
But yeah, I want to turn you up a touch. I just gotta figure out which instance of Discord you are.
Voix, did you mess with your sound settings again?
I think so. I think I was talking to someone in Discord and they were really loud, so I turned it down and now it sounds like you're quiet. But also in the last episode, it was all like pretty good. It's just, honestly, I feel like the only thing about streaming and content creation that is tough is the sound balancing. Everything else, no big deal. Sound balancing?
I agree 100,000%. Oh, boys, be careful.
I was like, could we do this? No.
Yeah, unfortunate.
My favorite pastime now, though, is to play Simplings behind train stewards, because one person once told me that they find it really annoying when I do that.
Dang.
You know, what can I say?
It's a trollish streak, Voix.
Yeah, I mean, I only do it on this combat because it doesn't matter, but I still think it's kind of fun. Now, I can't help but notice that Solgard is not unfazed, and it's turn 4. This is something that I would rank as concerning.
I ain't shook.
Guy died from that? Huh.
The spell boost from Mollusk Mage, yeah.
That's right.
Thank you, Dusk, for what is, I think, not broken, but a pretty cool change to the power card.
Yeah, you could, like, there's definitely, you can make the argument that it's really strong, but at the same time, the alternative here is we just have Mollusk Mage, who is completely worthless as a starter without this change.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a 100% dead card because we have no cards that are affected by him, so I think it's fine. Wow. Crystallis?
Yeah.
Hey, Ice Tornado does 5 more damage now. Look at that.
Titan's Gratitude gets a pretty big buff from the Mollusk Mage as well, but I don't think that's how we should draft our deck based on the fact that we have one Mollusk Mage in the deck. I think Crystal...
Yeah, cool. Crystal gets like 2x, where Titan's Gratitude gets 5x. It's not even that big of a difference.
Mm-hmm. Heal's Crystal also hitting twice is relevant because then it can, kill 2 backlines sometimes, etc.
Yeah. Worth pointing out as well, because I haven't actually done a dedicated video in the mod, if you're looking at Titan's Gratitude and you're going, hey, why does that look different? It's because it says attuned 5 instead of just attuned. It's effectively the same, but there's an attuned...
Also, like, you can do attune 10, attune 20, etc. You can have spells be attuned even more.
The change is, there's one card that gets a benefit from this change, and it's Frozen Lance now says attuned 2 on it. So it gets 2 times the benefit of magic power as your starter.
Cool. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, so Crystallis here. I really don't hate Fortify because we just need cards that incant, or we can take Hornbreak.
I think I like. Oh yeah, I would like to see the path ahead first. I think we're going to be looking for purple banners here.
There are none.
There are no purple banners
There's
ever.
our next purple
Yeah.
banner after Talus.
Okay, so that's a bit sketchy.
Mhm.
So I think we're gonna want like a unit behind our guy so we can give him the fortifies.
I agree.
Like in the first couple of rounds of combat, we can't put fortify on our Solgard,
Yeah.
which is a slight issue. I think fortify is better than Hornbreak here, so I like it.
Okay. I'm down with that. Ah, so
Ooh.
we're never picking Horned Warrior here, even though he's different.
Oh, I like that change.
Yeah. Multi-strike 1
Mhm,
instead of
that's
30.
cool.
It's a
is
really,
very
really
cool.
smart change.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying that just because I was one of the people who suggested it.
I'm sure.
So the perfect unit in my experience with Solgard is Siren of the Sea. We can take budget Siren of the Sea here. I think it's fine.
I mean, they do different things.
Yeah. But I think that we can still make Nameless Siren work.
Yeah, the fortifies help definitely, but the one issue we might have is if we're trying to use Solgard as a tank,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be a while before we can get him online.
Yeah.
With only Siren in our deck, though, we'll definitely get her on the same floor as him.
Yeah, and then we can, if it's really bad, we have the imps to take hits for her too.
Yeah, I think it's not a bad choice, and I think we don't. I mean, maybe long term, Titan Sentry is a better pick because eventually our rules of containment won't be killing backline,
Right.
and we'll need an answer for that. But we can wait till floor 4 maybe to look for a Titan
Yeah.
Sentry.
It's with the position that we're in, we have to assume that we're not going to see another Stygian unit. And the question that you have to ask yourself is, do you really feel like if you put like Horned Warrior or Branded Warrior behind Solgard, will they fare well at all?
Oh, Horned Warrior is out of the question here. Like Horned Warrior is a terrible choice right now.
Yeah.
I think it's between Siren and Titan Sentry here. I think there's a decent argument that Titan Sentry could just win us the Talus fight too.
Right.
But I think I like Nameless Siren a little bit more.
The reasoning is because we don't see another Stygian banner until here. You have to ask yourself, like, if this Stygian banner is just a complete garbage banner and we never see these units again, which is possible, do you think that you can win by putting something other than a Siren behind Solgard? Like, do you think you can put a Hellhorned unit behind Solgard and survive, is the question.
In all honesty, I think we can put something in front of Solgard, and Solgard can win relentless combats at endgame.
Right, but you still need the answer to heavies, which
yeah.
you'll be missing.
Which with Stygian we have access to spells.
Yeah.
That can do that. But Nameless Siren is the thing that answers that right now for us, right?
Yeah, I think it's
and we could also answer backline units later with spells too. So I like Siren here more personally.
I agree. I'll click it. And who knows, maybe we'll get a unit banner from here.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Stygian units are so good. Someone asked in the comments. We're gonna go right?
We need double strike or multi strike on this Siren ASAP. So I do like going to that path.
Yeah.
And none of our spells desperately need upgrades, so yeah, I think we go right path.
Right. Let's take a look through. Oh, look at that.
And the
this
incant
is
too. I think we just snap pick them both, and we're just set for life basically.
It's good. It's a good habit to open this banner.
Consumer of crowns.
We do have the imps.
We're gonna skip it and feel good about ourselves for not succumbing to the temptation.
Did you think about Consumer of Crowns slam multi-strike die next combat?
It's something.
Skip. But someone asked in the comments recently, why do I think that Stygian is the best clan? And it really is because they don't have bad unit drafts.
I mean, they have sometimes situationally bad unit drafts. So you can have a deck where Icy Siliphyte is amazing and terrible. Right, or you can have a deck where it's amazing. You can have a deck where it's terrible.
Right.
So
but
there's some units that are conditionally good, but then when you look at something like Melting, right?
Mhm.
Melting has like 2 units that are like
Playable.
good for a specific archetype, and it's got like 1 unit that is its own archetype, and then like just 4 trash units.
Mm-hmm.
right?
Although,
And I guess if you Paraffin Thug is like sort of like an outlier because Paraffin Thug kind of like does its own thing and it's not necessarily good, but like sometimes it's okay. But I don't know.
with this mod, I have had a few really good Paraffin Enforcer runs.
Okay,
So
well we're not taking into account I guess the mod version. We're talking about the base game. I think
in
as far as like,
the base game, yeah, I think the Stygian's basically the clan where you never open a banner and go, wow, these are unplayable. There's no Demon Fiend consumer of Crown's banner.
I mean, you can get like, oh, you know, Glacier still doesn't show up in banners, huh?
No, the worst. The totems are the Incant Totem and the Sap Totem, and those are both rare.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we could take this trial, but I don't think we need to. How do you feel about it?
I think we're okay. I honestly think we're okay to take it.
With
the way I see this, Voix, it's like 10 free gold. I think we're so strong right now. I think we can just kind of do whatever we want.
Well, again, if this were a different boss, I would agree with you. But with no answer to the spikes, we might have our Siren get sniped by High Priest. But
we're getting so much armor though. Like we took the armor stone on it or whatever it's called.
I think that it could be bad, but we should be fine. It's like
I am not worried. And if anything, we're the only thing that this challenge is doing to us is maybe we take like 6 fire damage. Worst case scenario.
Yeah, Solgard should be able to. We still play top 4, right?
Yeah, we don't care about the Mollusk Mage.
And I think we should actually Crystallis down here and just remove this wave.
Crystal down and then pop the foreground power up top.
I'm mostly just concerned because we don't have a lot of incants right now. Our main goal from here is just to add
removal.
Yeah, or just add cards that incant either way. Want to play the imps here?
Yep.
Huh. This time the imps will die to the spike, so it's okay. We can guarantee Guardian's Amulet here, and it's correct. It's good too.
Yeah.
There we go. Solgard's online. Alright, never mind. We're absolutely fine.
Yeah, there was absolutely no doubt in my mind we were fine for this.
Yeah, it was like, maybe if Crystallis was our bottom card, that first wave could have caused trouble, but never mind. We really just have a bunch of garbage in this deck, though.
Yeah, we gotta get removals very much ASAP.
A short thought to have while we're towards the end of this. I've been using these early combats where there's not a lot of decision making to just kind of talk about stuff that I find interesting about the game lately. And when I don't know if you were there for it during, I think you were there for it during the Slay the Spire segment where we were talking about is Volatile Gauge a bad, an example of bad game design.
That's a great question. It's tough because like virtual card games give you access to randomness unlike paper card games.
Right.
I always when Hearthstone started, I always talked about Piloted Shredder, the 4-mana 4/3 that when it died created a random unit that cost 2 just from the entire game. And there was a wide variance of what it could and couldn't do for you. You could get a Doomsayer, and that could wipe your own board if you were ahead. It could get you a unit that was straight up better than the Piloted Shredder sometimes, right? There was a wide range of variance, right? And I thought that was a bad idea. Because like you want like with virtual card games give you access to variance like that paper card games can't do. Because like, let's say I'm playing Magic the Gathering, right? And I have a card that says any card from Magic's history gets summoned, right? Like you can't do that. You don't have access to that. Like I don't have a binder next to me with the Power 9 cards that I can't just pick from randomly, right? Like limitations that I think like the more and more Hearthstone kept going crazy, the more they were like, we can do whatever we want. So there's issues there's you have to be careful with randomness in virtual card games.
I agree.
Because you're when you have no limits, sometimes you do things you shouldn't do. That being said, I don't know. I really don't know if Volatile Gauge / Snecko Eye is too much variance. It's a lot of variance. So I'm inclined to say it's a bad idea. But there are archetypes that it's based around, right? Like you can cheat Shadow Stygian with it, right? That's like a cool idea. That I mean, I guess Slay the Spire does that with Meteor Strike.
Yeah,
sort of, but like that's a bad payoff, if you ask me. Meteor Strike is not worth it.
Is Meteor Strike Shadow Siege?
No, Shadow Siege is much better.
Right. You want to take Crystallis here, by the way, or Energy Siphon is spell weakness 2, sap 1 baseline.
Oh.
I don't think we need it, but it's
I
interesting.
think I would rather have another crystal.
Yeah. If we could like apply this to our own units or just apply it to nothing, we could take it for the incant, but I think second crystal is good. And then
You remember the
Oh,
the
man.
2-mana 4/4 that the Pilot Shredder would summon? It was like Mana Storm
Yeah,
guy?
Millhouse Mana Storm.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
He was a 2-mana 4/4, and then he had a battle cry that made your opponent's spells free for the next round, but since he was summoned off a Piloted Shredder, the battle cry didn't trigger.
Yeah.
Event here for sure, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That will, in theory, solve backline for us if what's it called never does.
Mm-hmm. Hey, look at that. The new Rail Beater.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like an offensive version of Steelworker.
Yeah.
And you have to put multi-strike on it to make it better than Steelworker.
Well, Steelworker's also changed now, actually.
Okay, well, I don't even know what Steelworker is anymore, so...
Steelworker is all armor gain effects on this unit are doubled now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Does it still have the passive armor gain, or
I
do you
think
have
it-
it now?
I think it doesn't, so you have to have armor
Okay.
generation yourself.
That's really cool, though.
Yeah, I like him a lot. I think that Deranged Brute is cool with Nameless Siren, but we don't need it.
I also don't think we need it. That's a pretty big floor.
Mm-hmm. We'd have to take space, which I don't like. It's like you have to take space, and then you're limited on where you can play anyway. It's
Yeah,
not
I don't
my
think
thing.
we need them.
Right. The only unit that I would consider here is Gold Kalia.
But Vent solves our backline problem most likely. So
Yeah,
I
she
think
has
we can-
draw priority, but it doesn't matter. So we can skip this.
Mhm.
And then I didn't actually look at this part. I think it's a magic shop. Or oh, we got both. So steel shop is completely worthless. I think we just go magic shop. And look for-
Yeah, then we go Magic Shop and try to get holdover.
Yeah.
Plus 10 on Vent.
I
Right now.
agree.
And that kind of just wins the game for us right there.
Yeah.
We got neither.
We can actually -1 it now, and it does too, but it's not that good. I'd rather hold out for plus 10. And so we should just
So
give -1.
in the we're going against Temperate, right? As our
Yeah.
final boss.
Yeah.
He doesn't summon the 10 health guys. He only summons the 5 health ones, right?
Correct.
So if we lower the cost down to 1, for 0 cost it does 2 damage.
Right, which is
And then the guys they have the frostbite, so they take 2 and then they take 1.
yes.
So in theory, for what our end game like only against Seraph purposes are, lowering the cost and then getting a holdover will kill all of the backline units by the time they get to the top floor.
Correct.
We have plenty of time just to find plus 10 though, so we don't need to waste it here.
Yeah.
I'd rather put it on the Helix Crystal, but I just wanted to talk that out to
Yeah,
make sure
it's,
that the
it's a
math
choice.
worked.
Definitely an option.
Mhm.
I'm down. Actually, the run that I played on that went up today on YouTube, which would be yesterday if you're watching this when it goes live, my backline plan was just I had torches and jack strips on Sap Seraph.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna -1 Crystallis here.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the discussion of Snecko Eye versus Volatile Gauge, though, what we kind of came to a decision on, I'm gonna kind of just skip everything from here.
Yeah, don't take that.
Yeah. What was able to be worked out? Oh hey, Bone Dog's really good at this stage of the game as well.
Yeah, it'll heal us a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, we are giving up a removal, which is, relevant.
It's like you trade a removal here for like 10 health per combat, which is really really good.
Yeah, I agree. We could just ignore, maybe even just ignore backline. I don't know. It'd be tough, but
Against Sap Seraph, you're going to be ignoring 60 damage, which is a lot.
Mhm.
But on the volatile gauge thing, the thing that was pointed out is that I think that Snecko Eye is fine for Slay the Spire, and volatile gauge is really bad for this game because of units in this game. It's like if you miss drawing Strike or you miss an important card in Slay the Spire, it's not the end of the world. If you miss, like if we were to miss playing Siren here, it's over.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That was the thing that I was like, oh yeah, that's why this feels so bad in Monster Train, but it's like fine in Slay the Spire. I wanted to.
There's definitely like, I'll actually even say too.
Huh.
I was just thinking about it right now. I was like, well, there's definitely cards where that happens with in Slay the Spire, where it's like, oh, if I don't get this card down this turn, I'm screwed.
Right.
But those cards usually cost 3 energy in Slay the Spire. Things like Barricade or Demon Form, things like that.
Yeah.
They already are expensive. Echo, whatever it's called. Echo Form, is that what it is?
Echo Form, yeah.
Yeah, like all those cards already cost 3, so Snecko Eye isn't screwing you over in those cases. If
Right.
anything, they're probably just helping you.
Yeah, it's really interesting that it works that way.
Are you going to skip playing Foregone Power to get the Bone Dog trigger?
It's really an interesting one. I think that it's wrong because we're gonna end up taking 2 for it. So it's like in 1 in 4 cases we are +3, and in like 4 in 4 cases we're just +7, right? If that makes sense in terms of fire health, because this Forge Disciple doesn't die because of Saptalis.
Yeah.
Ah, what a shame.
Oh my god.
How am I so
Unlucky.
bad at the game?
Oh, the Mollusk Mage, no. He needed to go there. That
Did he?
didn't matter. No.
Alright, we're gonna go through and do his death now.
He
But-
didn't deserve this.
I thought it was a really interesting thought, though, so I figured I'd bring it up. It's a fun one to think about, I thought, anyway. I find game design questions like that pretty exciting and interesting.
Nerd.
Yeah. You know what it is. This
No,
one, though,
I also love that stuff for the record. I love
Yeah.
like thinking of like new things I could add to the game too.
Yeah.
Oh, I forget who it was, but there was someone in one of my streams. I want to say their name was like Illusion.
Mm-hmm.
Illusion with a bunch of numbers at the end. They came up with a really cool idea for a relic. It was, I think they called it Primordium's Cloak, was like their placeholder name for it, but it was also a pretty good name.
Mm-hmm.
The idea was that I think gorge units, when they gorge, would apply their effect to other units on the floor instead of themselves.
Ah, that could be cool.
Yeah. So like imagine like I don't know, you have some sort of giant floor with Crucible Warden on it, and Crucible Warden when he eats is instead applying damage shield to everything else on the floor instead of himself.
I mean, I think that they could never print a relic like that because Overgorger exists.
Shush.
But it's a cool idea for sure. We have no imps.
No, we have imps. Look at them. They're right there.
I don't see any imps.
I mean, Spike is not terrible here, I think.
Which one?
Oh yeah, there are 2 of them, huh? I mean, they're both fine. Hellhorn, I think, is like a little bit better.
Hellhorned Dusk buffed to 5x armor instead of 2x.
Oh, actually, that's really good then.
Yeah, I think it's not.
Maybe not really good, but I think it's better than Stygian Spike then.
Yeah, I mean, in the worst case, I think we take one of these spikes just because it's 0 energy in Can't the Floor, which is important. I'm
But
down with
also
this.
like if we just like put a -1 on it, right? Then it's like a better fortify.
Yeah, it's true. And yeah, I'm definitely in for this.
Yeah, I am as well.
Alright. Ah.
Okay, well, what if we took a second Nameless Siren
Ah. Here's that.
and then went for the size upgrade? Which is actually a bad idea. If that's the route we wanted to take, we would just take a size upgrade here and then find a duplicate.
Right. And also, like, single floor setups against Sap Seraph. Haha.
Shush.
This is that Steelworker change, though. Armored gain by this unit from cards is multiplied by 2. Which is cool.
Does he also have higher base attack? Did he go from 5
higher-
to...
Higher base
Both
health.
5 in each, right?
Nah, he's 10. He's at 10-15 normally.
Oh, really? Dang.
Yeah, I'm sure of that. I remember it vividly when I gave him multi-strike and he did 20 damage per round.
Cool.
This is definitely Shark, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's a easy pickup.
And then draw.
I agree.
Yeah. We're in a really powerful position on this run. All we really need to do is remove all of the shitty units and give Titan Sentry Endless, and we're winning.
I'm thinking left path here.
I agree. I think that
I'm glad you agree. There's not nothing. Money's nice. Duplicating our crystal is maybe not bad either. I don't know.
Yeah.
Duplicating the spike's also not terrible.
Honestly, we could duplicate Nameless Siren, but, you know, we got no space cheats. We didn't see Hidden Passage. I think it's definitely left.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Probably remove Train Stewards and then Imps from this run. Hell's Banners.
Yeah, we have no way to move units, so I like Hell's Banner here over Drop Cage. It doesn't do a whole lot for us, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like the imps might generate energy for a big vent.
Yeah, we have a lot
or actually a big spike. Like that's more
Yeah.
realistic.
Or just it lets us play out our hand because they're all one energy. Realistically, you're gonna hate me saying it. Hell's Banners means we probably could have taken Consumer of Crowns.
Shut up. They increased the incant levels too.
Yeah, that wasn't Dusk.
Nice.
That was actually the devs, I think.
What?
I'm pretty sure that maybe this was Dusk. I don't remember.
No, the amount of health per incant goes up.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, I thought you meant like the.
Oh no, yeah, Titan channel goes up the whole time.
Yeah, but the numbers are different. It was like for a little bit it was 4, 9, 15, I think, and now it's just 5, 10, 15. Something like that.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. This is a really easy multi-strike take, I think.
Yeah, I don't see what goes wrong for us here.
It's basically
it's actually good because if there's like I don't know for whatever reason there's only one of the guys, they hit twice and then die to frost.
Right, this guy.
Well, they were still dying to frost because of
That's true.
rules of containment. Never mind, the whole thing's pointless. Very very skillful, not discarding foregone power.
You know how it is. I'm just good at the game sometimes. Sometimes I'm really bad, but today I'm feeling it. One thing I gotta remember is I gotta remember to do things like playing the Queen's Implants here. It actually makes a big difference. I don't know. The shark is gonna get blown through pretty quick, but it's not that big of a deal, I don't think.
Yeah, he's not important yet. Like we could have done this combat no problem without him. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Maybe not no problem, but like fairly little problem.
The thing that's concerning is that it's a really long time to get Solgard playable. Like we're only at 5 right now. It's the only thing that we have to worry about.
It's gonna be faster that once we remove more of the units.
Yeah, once we handle this, it's gonna become a lot simpler. Too bad Bone Dog doesn't count as being played when he's discarded. Or, you know. We're close. And Bone Dog kills us.
That would be nice, but I think in like theory, if that happened, it would cast a spell on the pyre floor. Because the screen pans up to do that.
That's a very good point.
So I think Guardian's Amulet here gets the kill, and that's more optimal than playing the Weight of Contrition.
Actually.
Oh, energy. Yo, very smart play. Thank you, Hell's Banner.
Yeah. Every time I'm like, oh man, Hell's Banners is going to be so worthless on this run, it just goes, hey, wait a minute. I'm actually the best card. It's me, the greatest card.
Very cool.
Yeah, thank you, Hell's Banners. Very cool. Hang on.
What are you trying to work out here?
I think that we can... I guess it doesn't matter.
But you wanted to play like Crystal and then discard?
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I was like, why am I thinking about this? Who cares?
Yeah, it doesn't matter, and like in theory, leaving it in your deck means you might draw it on the third floor combat.
Yeah, it's possible. It's one of those things that's worth looking at, but at the end of the day, it just doesn't matter. Also, we played top floor against this guy, which is... It's just habit, but this is actually... If you have a build that plays top floor, this is maybe one of the scariest bosses in the game for the time you see him. My man does 17 damage.
But he's a little bitch boy, so...
That's true, that's true. I don't say this very often, but I think that this relic is worth nothing and we should skip it.
It's worth very little.
Yeah.
And I don't see I mean, there is a world where it becomes worthwhile, aka a world where we get the other relic, the icicle.
Right. The problem is we have
foregone powers. Yeah.
And also most of our deck is free already.
Also true. So yeah, it's probably I would bet that the 25 gold is more useful.
Yeah.
But there is a world where it's a mistake, I guess, but not many worlds.
This is one of the few relics that I feel like I've done a complete 180 on. I used to really, really like that relic, and now I absolutely hate it.
I wouldn't go that far for myself, but I think I would much rather have Icicle.
I agree. I think we should take Frenzied Swarm.
We are already discarding a lot of cards in our hand.
Mm-hmm.
So
it costs. I guess it's bad with the foregone powers actually. So it costs us some incants occasionally, and it's bad with Bone Dog. Maybe not. Maybe not actually. Yeah, I think it's okay.
Yeah, I think we're just going to very often end up pitching it to foregone powers.
Yeah, or
I think maybe there's not a terrible argument for one of the other two then though, because since we're pitching so many cards, it might be good to have. But
yeah, but the problem, random discard. It's just like I feel like
I think we're better off just skipping.
Yeah, I agree. It's a shame. Oh my goodness, Inflame is actually pretty good here.
Apply 14 rage in days 1 to a unit.
Yeah, it's really a cool card.
I honestly think it's pretty bad in our deck specifically, though. Because what are we going to play it on?
It's like, I guess you're right. It's like on the first 2 turns we can play it and draw it, or draw it and play it on Siren, and after that we can't play it.
Yeah, I dislike it here.
I agree. It
is a very cool card design idea, though.
Yeah, it's really fun. Big payoffs if you can play it correctly. So yeah.
Yo, resin removal plus inflame.
I don't know if you saw, but resin removal has been buffed in this as well.
It still has the ability, right?
Yeah,
it still has the remove. Okay, that's important.
It just comes with permafrost by default.
Oh, cool. I think that's really good.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna skip this.
Yes.
It's a shame because all that this deck needs is 1 energy cards that are spells, and that entire 6-card pickup was all useless. Left path here?
The imp costs 0 for the record.
That's true.
But yeah, left path is the way to go. 100,000%.
Yeah.
Right. We look for endless. We get removals. It's just what we want.
It's all we could want. Come on, endless. Oh man, it's multi-strike armor again.
How do you feel about the premise of? I mean, I know it's temperance, so you don't want to go for a 1-floor stack.
Yeah, but we don't.
What if we just made the shard really big with runestones?
It's not very good here.
Yeah, I know, but like, what if we did it though?
Against any other Seraph, I'm not patient either. But against a different Seraph, Chaste or Diligent, we could try it.
I think it might work against. No, maybe not against Patient.
No, he's just gonna get run over against this Seraph because he's gonna be tanking the entire round. So. I actually think that what can be good here for 25 gold is we just slap this on a Mollusk Mage, and then he acts as an interim tank and takes a round off a Seraph for the Siren.
Probably takes a couple rounds.
Yeah, it's super cheap, and it's not, it's a really valuable pickup.
I like that. That's pretty cool.
It's not, crucial, but it's a nice little buff, and then I think we should roll.
Mm-hmm.
This is welcome back to my eternal struggle.
This is the combat, right? Where plus 25 HP is not necessarily good on Titan Sentry.
Yeah, it's so I have gone through back and forth with Titan Sentry. Is it good? Is it bad? And what I have finally come to the conclusion on is I think that you just give him the health because the amount of value you lose on the combats, the amount of value that we're going to lose on combat 5, 6, and 7 for him not having health is going to be much greater than the value we potentially gain here.
All right, well, before you give him that plus 25 HP, can I make a different suggestion?
Is it Large Stone?
Yeah, what if we just do Large Stone instead? We have plenty of money.
Large Stone is good here too.
Yeah, we have plenty of money. That's not the issue. I don't think we're going to play him on the floor with our incant setup anyway.
Right.
So that makes sense to me, just to give him the 75 HP instead.
I also like giving this Mollusk Mage 25 because we're here.
How do you feel about giving it to the other Mollusk Mage?
It's okay.
It's diversifying our portfolio of Mollusk Mage.
I feel like we just want to stack it on one because it doesn't really matter.
And there's a decent chance we might just remove the other one anyway, I suppose.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
What a legend. I like the way that with the upgrades you can just make... I'm going to buy 2 removals here, I think.
I mean, we do want to go to that Merchant of Magic for...
we got money there.
Holdover, but we're going to have money, so yeah.
We can do a half measure and remove 1. What card do you like removing here? I kind of like removing a foregone power before an Impling. Although, never mind.
I like 1 Impling. I think we go back and forth, starting with Impling.
I think that we should just remove one.
Maybe we go 2 Implings for every 1 Frost. I don't know.
I think we can just stop at 1 removal so that we have enough guaranteed at the Merchant of Magic.
Because I guess in a world there is a world where we take both Frostbite and Holdover, because both of those are pretty good upgrades for us here.
Mm-hmm.
And by Frostbite I mean Permafrost.
Right, I agree. I think it's fine just to hold the money.
Yeah, it's not like our deck is barely hanging on by a thread here. We need that 1 extra removal to survive. It's like we're doing okay.
Yeah, we're doing fine. I think we're fine to take this, right?
Yeah, all of the sycophants die from the frost, from the thing.
Yeah, the shark.
So the question is, will our Siren be able to kill the Clip Guardian? I think that's a pretty easy yes.
Yeah, because the sycophants do so many hits on the shark, this guy goes up with like 14 frostbite on him or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
Even if we're wrong, we're at 105 health with Bone Dog, so we have health to spare. Top woes this space, but that's okay. We should actually play the shark down here because him taking more hits is good.
Yeah. Also, we need him to be on the floor with the sycophants dying.
Yeah.
Because then they won't get the hits on the guy.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with playing Foregone and discarding Bone Dog here.
Yeah, we're 5 health away from max. We are going to get a Bone Dog trigger eventually.
Yeah. We're doing like I said, we're just so strong. Everything is just working really well. It's a nice run.
Big muscles.
Yeah. There he
look
is.
At that. Look at him do it.
Look at him go
Getting
sit
him
on
like
the
this.
different floor. There's gonna have space for him. This is how I imagine Seraph is gonna go too. Oh boy, we got this big Mollusk Mage. Oops, we lost space top floor.
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah, it's fine.
We'll just slap him behind the shark and it'll be fine.
Yeah. He'll live a nice, fulfilling life. Probably.
Definitely.
Maybe. We have him? I think we have him.
Oh, the guy there? Yeah, he's very dead. He's very toast.
As long as we should have... yeah, we have it, okay. I really, like, Incant Armor 2 is one of the bigger...
Oh, hold on. Crystal, I think, right? To not take damage?
Oh yeah, good point.
I was gonna say, like, oh my god, what's going on here?
Play my Incants in the wrong order for fun. You know. But Incant Armor 2 is one of the bigger buffs that I think they made. Remember when that was Incant Armor 1 and it was just a funny joke?
Yeah, it's, I mean, yeah.
And now look at it. It's like probably the strongest normal upgrade you can get.
Obviously, it depends on the situation, but yeah.
I don't know, I feel like it's really good in all situations.
If I was playing, like, Awoken, and I was using Hollows as my win con, I would rather have a plus 25.
Okay, that's a good point. That is fair.
It's not always the best, but I feel like it's a pretty strong one.
Yeah, the way that it interacts with Hellhorned is pretty zany too. Like if we don't forget, we are 1 rail hammer away from this run just being absolutely over.
Or I think the best relic for us would be the seal or whatever it's called, the double incant.
Oh, double incant, yeah.
That would be way better.
That would, yeah. That relic is just busted. Preserve is fine.
We are pitching cards though pretty often.
It's 0 energy and it incants.
But Spike is also 0 energy, but it does consume itself, whereas Preserve...
And we also can't always play it on the floor.
Oh yeah, well, we could sap our own guys.
Yeah, I guess if you play it as 0, it does the same thing.
I think Preserve is better though.
Yeah, I feel like the value is pretty low on this card when we play it on enemies. If we're just looking at incant cards. Rage Serum, same thing.
Inferno.
I mean, you know, we could trigger Solgard's incant with Inferno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Alright, I'm clicking it now. Let's go Rage Serum.
Yeah, Rage Serum is a pretty easy pick.
We're looking pretty good. We got 420 gold. It's a shame about the Pyre health, but you know. Remove, consume.
I think you're pretty safe to slap. I mean,
it's like okay. I don't know.
I think it's better on Spike than it is on Rage Serum.
Yeah, but like, what if we just didn't and just spent that money on removals instead? Is what I'm thinking.
We have so much money though.
Yeah, but we could just put it on. I think we removals.
Can. How about we do a -1 and then we reroll before we?
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Crystallis down to 0 is good here.
Yeah, not bad.
It doesn't really matter in my opinion, because every time you go through the deck, you're paying about the same amount of energy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we can also do 20 and consume on foregone power now.
Ooh, that's actually very good.
Yeah, that's the big reason that it does 1, is so you can slap that down. I forgot about that. Permafrost. I don't think this is very good.
I mean, Bone Dog doesn't hate it, but like...
Yeah. We're full health, and we have a bunch of discard that we're doing.
Yeah.
I don't think we need it. It's cool.
We want to finally put the -1 cost on Vent?
No, we're gonna...
I guess we have the Shark, so we should be okay, but we may end up not finding Endless for him.
That's true as well. It's not a bad idea.
I personally like it as a backup in case we don't find Endless.
Yeah, it's fine. And then I like another 20 and consume here.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
and then now I like buying at least 1 removal.
Oh, 2, I'm pretty sure.
So let's take a look at the map. We're going to Merchant of Steel. Arcus is going to give us 50 gold, so we'll be at 175 going in there. So we can look, see if there's Endless, and then roll, and we'll have 115 gold left, I believe.
And then in theory, if like, is 120 a pop? Isn't the most expensive 115?
It's like it's either 115 or it's 120.
Well,
but
worst case, I don't remember how math works in this game, but worst case scenario, if like let's say Endless is 120 in the shop, we can go to the Heartless Horde and then skip it.
Yeah.
Right, no matter what it is, basically. If that's like the worst case scenario for that, but I think the max is 115.
Actually,
maybe my brain's broken.
The counter argument to this is because we're going to a shop on the next floor, we can just remove the card then, right? Removing this card isn't going to be the make or break against Arcus.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point too.
But it is worth considering. You know what? I don't even want that powerhouse.
Wow, BM.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't even give you the notification anymore of like, oh, are you sure you want to go to everything?
They do give you the notification. I just think that since we're full health, it skips.
Yeah, so it knew. The game knew.
The game knows.
Does the game always know?
I don't.
I thought I didn't know before.
I also am not sure if the game always knows. I think that in this position, it's worth it to play mid floor. What do you feel?
What's up there is the daze thing?
The daze doesn't matter that much.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't something scary.
Yeah, it's just daze.
Like looming or whatever.
Right. The Monolith Mage is pretty nice to have in play, and the first like 3 waves are no big deal, so we don't have to worry about needing extra time for setup.
Yeah, we can set up. We can set up on the middle floor.
Honestly, the only argument against it.
Fortify bottom. Fortify bottom. Oh god.
Alright, I'll fortify.
No.
We could have played top 4 and then fortified Arcus for an extra incant if we were really.
Oh, that's fancy.
Yeah. You get to start making some unintuitive but interesting plays.
We can get the guarantee staff here. Yeah.
May as well.
Yeah, it's fine.
That
won't bite us somehow.
I'm sure. I think that this is the easiest Arcus, personally.
Yeah, I think. I mean,
it's to all units.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, we can't get him. We can't get him online for. That's cool. Voix, hello.
Hello.
Are you okay? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Did you hear that?
No. What was it?
Oh, it just got super robot-y there for a second. And I was like, oh god.
Was it me robot-y or was it like the game?
It was you. I think it's fine now.
Oh. I might have had some sort of ping spike.
Yeah, no big deal. I was just momentarily I was taken aback.
Well, you know.
Temporarily I was dazed.
I would say the incant dark shard, whatever it's called, is on average, the scariest of them.
I would agree. How do you feel about this instead, actually? The rage going on the siren?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, good point.
We're there. Everything's cool.
Hang on.
What?
Oh, it's the Malas
my robot again?
No. I was like, why does that say +8? It's the Malas Mage.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at that and I was like, 2 + 8? Where's that 8 coming from? I actually 100% forget Malas Mage's effect every single time I see Malas Mage.
Little rude.
Without fail. I always forget what Malas Mage does. Let's be hopeful. Oh no.
I mean, it's not. I was gonna say it's not gonna happen, and it did not happen.
It'll be frozen next time we draw it though, which is cool.
Yeah, and you think we're not drawing it with 8 other foregone powers in the same turn?
You know what? That's a point that I don't like to look the ugly truth in the eye of. But I definitely agree that the Incant Shard is the worst one by a lot on these combats.
My tier list of easiest to hardest is Incant Shard is the hardest.
Mm-hmm.
The Dazed one is mid tier, and then the your own units dying is F tier.
Yeah.
Easiest shard.
I've had
I think I've only ever had it be impactful like once in my entire life.
I've had a few situations where I went, oh wow, this is insane against us here. Oh no, I missed an Incant by not playing the Guardian Amulet first.
Yeah, it might as well. It might as well just read. Melting might have trouble here. The end.
I had a problem with it with an Imp Queen run as well, but yeah.
Oh, I guess her sacking the imps, does that trigger it?
Yeah, it does, because they actually get counted as kill.
Okay. I can see that being an issue then.
Thank God we have this guy scaling here. Look at him.
He's doing great.
Yeah, look at him coming in hot with that 5 damage. The only thing that I think we have to be concerned about is we're a little slow scaling for double heavies into Seraph, but hopefully Solgard can handle that. Hoarfrost Effigy is different now, and so is Deep Offering.
Oh, so it's like Hoarfrost is like much better, but it has Consume on it, so you can't keep doing it over and over again.
Correct. It's baseline 2 energy, apply 40 Frostbite, and sometimes you get to do some big moves with it as well.
That seems strong.
Yeah, actually,
not strong here. Obviously, it's pretty bad in our deck.
So
it's terrible in our deck.
An interesting thing. This is another one where you can draw a parallel, right? This is Catalyst from the Silent and Slay the Spire, right? The double Frostbite effect. However, because of the way that Frostbite works in this game, I typically think that Hoarfrost Effigy in all forms is pretty bad because you don't really apply Frostbite through your cards. It's usually from units anyway. And by the end of Relentless, the boss has enough Frostbite on them to die, and you don't need this to kill a single heavy. So typically I find Hoarfrost Effigy in this game is going to be pretty bad, where Catalyst is insane.
Yeah. I think I can definitely imagine there being situations where Hoarfrost Effigy like turns something like Cold Kalia into a boss killer, right? Where like Cold Kalia's big issue is that like she doesn't apply enough Frostbite to actually win relentless combats.
Yeah, you need like
and
2.
I think Hoarfrost Effigy can make her do that. It looks like.
It's got some other problems there, but I definitely think that it could work. I just haven't been pushed into a situation where I need it, and it's hard to like force deck archetypes in this game. I feel like. Yeah.
So anyway, Hoarfrost Effigy is terrible in our deck right now, no matter what.
It's just an interesting change.
Deep Offering
costs 1.
Much
now.
better. Yeah, much better than it used to be.
And
Alloy's pretty good here too, though.
Yeah.
So maybe it's controversial. I think we want to go Deep Offering.
I agree.
I think we get just so much more out of playing a bunch of cards a turn, and we have so many 0-cost cards in the deck.
Yep.
We lower Deep Offering by 1. It costs 0. We just remove some more of the foregone powers, and we're kind of like set.
Yeah.
Works well with our Hell's Banner as well. Like it just seems like it's a better choice here.
I agree. I think we should take it. The other problem with Alloy is that when we're going to draw it, we're not going to have Solgard in the corporeal realm, so it's just going to end up sitting on our Rage Siren and not making a big impact, where Deep Offering can have a really big impact on our run. I think this is draw again. With
the Deep Offering, I think there's more of an argument for energy, but not a great argument. I think draw is still better.
So if we take energy, what cards are we playing with that? It's just Crystallis and Guardian's Amulet?
Yeah.
And like a little more X on the X cost? I feel like it's better just to cycle through our zeros faster.
I agree.
I agree as well. It's really weird.
I agree as well.
Alright, Cranberry. You know what? I agree. Think you can agree with me more?
We're going right path here, right? We need
Oh, yeah.
We need that endless and also removals.
Absolutely.
I feel like we've just been, I think, pretty lucky with our actual layout this game. I feel like one path is just very clearly, oh baby, sketches, let's go. Don't actually, that was a joke, but
I honestly feel like we should just skip this.
I mean, like, chest plates, it's a little more HP. A little more HP.
It's literally 1 incant on Solgard.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's as good as playing Foregone Power once.
Yeah.
Alright, we can take chest plates.
Thank you.
It's like, it's crazy because 3 HP here is a joke, and then 3 HP on Tethys is like, oh my god, we doubled our health pool. Endless. I think we win.
With 78 HP, look at it.
Oh,
that's a threshold up here somewhere.
It's a threshold if the shark is going against 2 Shade Wings and 1 of the 15 threes that Seraph the Patient generates, then he wouldn't die to that wave.
Hell yeah.
He would live with 3 HP.
I knew it.
Alright, let's take our removal here.
I think we want to remove Foregone Powers.
Yeah, I think we remove the 3 non-consume Foregone Powers here in the next 3 removals.
Yes. I agree. Because we have Hell's Banner and we have Deep Offering, we actually want those in there because we can play them to generate more energy than we're spending on them, and then play Deep Offering, and then vice versa. We can play Deep Offering first, draw them, and then get more energy.
150, 30. Yeah, so what it looks like to me is this Titan channel change is like after you play a number of incants proportional to the number that you need to unphase him. So in this case, it's 5 more is when you even out in terms of where his old stats were. So you need 20 incants for this Titan channel to be on par with the old one, and then
beyond that, he's just strictly better, and that's extremely easy to do.
Yeah. It's a really, really cool change. I like it a lot. I always felt like Titan Channel feels really bad when you unphase him because there's just nothing to do.
I'll be honest, I've been a pro Titan Channel person just in base game. I think that when you are either melting or Umbra, I think that Titan Channel's probably I think he's probably consistently your better choice between the 3 options.
Maybe. I like Dire Channel a little more, personally.
I don't know. I don't. But
this is a free trial, right? We have Shark to deal with all the scary stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like money.
I also enjoy money. It's interesting that this combat has a fixed trial payout of always 400 gold.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's fine. We'll put Shark bottom or middle here.
Doesn't matter too much. The one thing I'll say is that I'm pretty sure we're not playing Offering here.
I agree. We could just freeze it.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about the Hell's Banner. Maybe we do play it now.
I think it's better just to play Crystallis and Queen's Impling and then freeze it, personally.
Yeah, no, you're right.
We can just play... Like, we don't have to go yet. So he should take
smart.
2 hits, I believe. Yeah, the Shark puts in most of the heavy lifting here. It's just a worry that like maybe the 2 heavies snipe our Nameless Siren, but what are the odds of that? 0 now.
Yeah, 0.
I think that this is a good Deep Offering turn, personally.
In theory, we could have not played the Mage, and we could have Offering and then drew an Imp. Not that it matters too much, I guess.
What's the difference?
Actually, I don't know. There is no difference there, huh? Ignore me.
That's fine. It's worth considering. We did.
It doesn't do anything, though. Never mind.
Yeah, but what you said did happen, and we could have gotten a bigger spike out of it. but you know. I'm concerned because 15 spells is a lot of spells to play into our Solgard. It's the only thing that I'm really worried about here.
Nah, because we're fine, because, like, worst case, it lets a couple heavies leak, because we don't have Solgard there to chunk them.
Yeah.
But we have Bone Dog.
That's true. And we got the Crystallis to even it out as well. Thank you, Crystallis.
Yeah, it's not even close to being an issue.
No. And we have to play 3 more spells. Okay, we're like... Oh, this is a common strategy that I find myself following, which is just take 2 draw and then make everything free by lowering the cost. Which I find to be a pretty consistently good plan.
Yeah, I think someone's asked me before, or maybe someone's asked you before probably as well, what they think like the single just like best deck in the game is, and I'm pretty sure it's Incant.
I think it's Incant. Like
I think Incant strategies are the most consistent, and I maybe they're like, you know, I just even like their ceiling, like the crazy ridiculous Incant decks tend to like kill 20 Seraphs, and like I don't know, it just seems pretty easy to set up.
I guess the question is this like I get to create the deck of cards however I want to? What's the thing that I do that's the most strong?
No. I'm just saying, like, you get to pick your clan. If you pick a clan combo, right? Like what do you're trying to win a game of Monster Train.
Okay. What
combo are you gonna pick, and then what strategy are you going to like try to build?
I see the question.
And I think if I wanted to win consistently, I would pick Sarah, or I would pick Stygian as one of my choices, and I would try to build an Incant deck.
Okay. That's a good question. I would probably play red purple or purple red. And strategy's tough.
Who would be your main? And what exiles or not exiles would you choose?
I would probably just play default red purple or purple red. I actually honestly do not think it makes a big difference which one is your main. I feel like Tethys and the Prince do similar things, but I'd probably go Prince main. I feel like it's just really easy to have Prince. There's so many options that can happen with Hornbreaker Prince that just make him win you the game really, really easily.
I might be controversial then, but I might go Solgard.
Solgard?
I think he's pretty strong.
He's something. I think that Solgard is okay. I like Prince. I think that Sentient's okay. I think that Tethys is just like occasionally you miss Frostbite and die to High Priest. I think we should skip here, right?
Also sometimes it's just like, oh, floor 5 is the sweep guy, you lose.
Yeah, by floor 5 that shouldn't happen. It's mostly just floor 2 gets you.
Inflame. I mean, is Impish Scholar worth considering here? It brings back our deep offering?
Or it brings back Foregone Power.
Ah, shit, you're right.
Or Rage Serum or one of the spikes, right? There's just too much.
Well, the Rage Serum and spikes aren't bad. They're worth bringing back, I'd say.
I don't think it's worth the spot in the deck.
Yeah. Especially considering I can bring back the Foregone Powers, which we don't even really want in the deck, so...
I think we should go Magic Shop here.
Yeah, we don't need unit upgrades. We explicitly don't need them. We get removal on the left as well, which we still can use, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, for sure. Money as well. Maybe we get a cool
I mean,
trinket.
like, is there a world where, like, a card duplication is worth more than anything on the left side?
Nah, 2 removals is better than duplicating. Removing Bone Dog here is really good, and removing Queen's Impling is pretty good.
Yeah, that seems fine to me.
Let's take a look in here. Do we just get an auto win?
Totem Fragment's pretty close to an auto win here, I'd say.
Totem Fragment is really good.
I would have got. I think going into this we were already winning.
It's true. Yeah. It's like it's easy to kind of drum up and be like, "Ooh, are we gonna win? We're winning this run." In like almost every scenario, we walk away from this with a win. I'm gonna roll this first.
You're not even taking the +10 spell power?
For what?
I don't know, Vent.
We want holdover for Vent. I'd rather make Crystallis free, and we don't want to
Yeah.
Double stack. It's just a disaster. I really wanted to see remove consume here. Oh well.
Would have been cool.
Hey, look, it's old ritual battle for 1 energy to everyone.
That's pretty sick, huh?
Yeah. Can you believe that ritual battle used to give 6 rage?
I mean,
Ugh.
we did spend about a good 20 minutes in the first card review making fun of it for a very long time, so yeah, I can't believe it.
It's funny because I've made a big shift. I've played a lot of rage runs recently, and they've been very good. But, man, that mechanic used to be tough. I think...
Do we want Tempered Talisman here as well?
No,
I think we're better off just re-rolling.
I think it's good to take Totem Fragment and roll.
Yeah.
The odds are we want to buy 1 from each shop. It's unlikely we see 2 things we want to buy here.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we see 0 things we want to buy here.
Sigiled Seaweed.
Yeah, I think Sigiled Seaweed is the best of these 3.
Well, it doesn't do much, though.
It can silence the harvest enemies, which is nice, and it silences the heal on the Shadewings, which is less useful. Mostly just silencing harvest is good for the early sections. Or we can just remove... we can remove 1 card. It's 180, then 240.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 removal of Sigiled Seaweed.
What would we remove if we did that?
Mollusk Mage, number 2, probably.
Over Queen Zipling?
Yeah, Queen Zipling at least does a summon effect. It doesn't matter.
I want to keep the Mollusk Mage around.
Okay.
I like him.
Oh no, we can't afford Stackstone.
Stackstone.
Darn.
What a misplay.
And we didn't take that foregone power up to 31 damage. What the hell? It's easy to be cocky here for sure because we're very far ahead. I like to make sure that I talk out the ways that we could lose this, which is basically just 5 straight 5 straight Harvest Boys just walk past us and end us, which isn't impossible, but it's pretty unlikely. So we're gonna play Shark down here, right?
Yeah.
And
we also did get the silent hit on the big boy there too, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is nice. We're gonna play Solgard.
Are we gonna be playing the Imp to take the hit from the 15 damage guy here?
I think it's better just to play Deep Offering.
Okay.
Is what I'm thinking here.
Put him down, let's see what happens.
Because she's dead. We need to... If we Deep Offering, she won't die, and we get 2 incants, and then we can play, like, Foregone Power, or Mollusk Mage, or...
Yeah, that sounds correct to me.
And we get to do Sap on Sarah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're fine.
I am going to say we should hold off on Spike and just wait.
It would mean, if we hold off on Spike... What's the most we're ever gonna? Oh well, you played it.
Sorry,
if we hold off on Spike, the most we would play it for is still 3, right?
That's true. I basically think that we should just always Foregone Power first and then play the other card there, though.
That's fair.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Cranberry. This run's over.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like, it's pretty over. Oh, we silenced this Light Wings.
Good. Now, do we want to save Rage Serum for when Solgard is physical so we can get that 3 Rage? How important is that?
Oh, wow. I did not think of that. Somehow, I didn't think of that one.
What the hell?
I can't believe it. I'm just ignoring all of your suggestions. What's wrong with me? Yeah, I gotta say, I'm kind of surprised. I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but it's kind of surprising to me that you can incant Solgard while he's phased, but then I remember that Shard's incant, so, you know, why would that surprise me?
Oh, there he is, our primo Mollusk Mage.
Look at him. Look at him go. Man, Endless Shark is so nice for this combat. This is the wave, by the way. This is the wave that I spent.
Look at him.
Yeah, 7 HP. This is the one where I go, wait, what if it's actually bad to give him more health? But the thing is, we have rules of containment, so it doesn't even matter here. My game is chugging a little bit here. You see this?
It was looking pretty normal for me, I think. I don't know.
Maybe it's my brain lagging?
Could be.
It's possible. Let's just do this. Man, we have 10 cards cycling and we have 7. We could have played an infinite here.
Shut up.
It would have been really hard to actually build one, but...
Like how are we gonna bring him back to life, right? at least we could have got the remove consume thing with
Yeah.
what's it called? We would need the spell slot upgrade too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. One of the criticisms that Dusk got for the changes is that Deep Offering is easier to make an infinite out of now.
I wouldn't say easy.
Yeah, it's
Although
easier.
I would say probably easier than your fucking monument infinites.
Yeah, but those infinites are just hard to stay awake through.
Yeah.
Those are really like. I still have not done an infinite with Remove, Consume, Hell Pact, and the Awoken's Rail Spike. I was halfway to one, and then I went, oh my god. How many times do I have to play cards in this build? It's like... Honestly, the Offering Monument infinites they're pretty tame.
I don't know if I would call them that.
They're actually not that bad compared to some of the worst things you can do.
I think you're lying to me. But not the pure Offering Monument combos where you have to have the Offering Monument get the kill via damage buffs from reforming.
Yeah, those are pretty tough. By the way, for the record, you were definitely right. It would have been better to play Spell or Spike on that turn.
It doesn't matter.
My brain just tried to convert Spike of the Hellhorned into one word and call it Spellhorned.
Yo, new clan?
New clan, the Spellhorn. Did you see that they announced, or not announced, what they they're announcing DLCs for this game soon.
Oh, cool.
There's gonna be, the new clan is gonna be paid DLC.
Oh, interesting.
The Wormkin.
Wormkins.
Yeah, they're one of the clans on the ring that doesn't have a clan inhabiting it. Here, I'll show you.
Oh, is it that ring that has like the fucking giant worm that's dead?
Yeah, they worship the worm. So theoretically, there can be a clan. They've hinted at 9 clans or something like that, one for each ring.
Wow.
So there's not one for Limbo and there's not one for Cliffs. Then this would be the next clan. This is Melting, Stygian, Awoken, Hellhorned, and Umbra. So they've hinted at there being a clan for each ring of hell. I'm skeptical just because I feel like what are you gonna do for a clan that lives at the pyre, right? But
Hot Boys.
the Hot Boys. Yes. This was a pretty quick episode, all things considered.
Yeah, Incant plays itself.
Yeah, it's not really like this is a build that doesn't have a whole lot of thinking involved. It's funny. I kind of feel bad because I've been playing Dusk's mod and I just
real quick. Did Mollis Mage get the kill there?
I think he might have.
I think he got the kill, which is fantastic. But okay.
Did he? Oh my god! I'm gonna need to watch the replay.
I think he got the kill.
Did he have
fantastic work?
Did he have 5 attack and kill Sarah? Who would win? The betrayer who shattered hell and froze the world, or a small squid?
You know what happened.
Yeah, it's like, look at this deck. Dusk's Rebalance mod is really fun, and there's a lot of cool changes, and I just play the same shit I play in the normal game. Like, look at this deck is just, hey, it's Incant, and also Incant.
I think it would be cool if, well, maybe Dusk could do it, maybe someone else could do it in a different mod, and you could combine them together. I think Dusk has done a pretty good job of balancing the games that way. Things that were bad are good now.
Right.
But now, and I guess I wouldn't say it's a problem, but the game is easier now because everything is, or not everything, but most things are good now.
Yeah. So
I would like maybe some more covenants. Someone could, get on that real quick.
That's
Someone who's not me because I don't know how to program.
That's what he's been talking about, actually. He's balancing the cards so that a bunch of strategies feel viable, and then he's, not confirmed by any means, but he said that he wants to look into adding like more covenants and making combats more difficult and upping the difficulty.
Maybe a secret ninth ring where there's a giant heart that you need 3 pieces of a key to get to.
And then the heart has 800 HP. Wait.
not that much in this game, I guess, but
8,000 HP. I don't know. It's exciting. This is definitely good stuff. I do feel bad that I've played like maybe 2 builds that are different from the standard game, and then it's just like, hey, look at all of these cards that I would have taken anyway that are slightly better. It's just
I'm sure Paraffin Enforcer is happy about it.
yeah. It's
I'm sure
really.
he's happy that you've taken it a few times now.
I guess to be fair, I have also played multiple runs of Reform Rector now, and he feels really good.
Oh, I don't even know what Reform Rector does. What's his thing?
Reform Rector now has a new keyword, which is called Prepare, which just makes the ability trigger when you draw cards. So
okay.
He reforms. He reforms after combat has run instead of.
And does that trigger whenever you draw cards? Can you like?
No.
I don't know. Oh, okay.
It's like
I thought it was like a. I thought you were saying it was like I draw a card and then also I reform something whenever I draw cards.
I think it might actually say start of turn. Let me just look real quick while we're here. Where is it? Oh, when you draw your hand on a new turn is the wording. That's what it is.
Ah, okay.
So it's just Rector, but instead, like, it's crazy how big of a difference this not being a resolve makes. Because the other big thing about it is it doesn't, like, if you play him top 4, you don't miss a round of reforming. So it's really a great change. It makes him very fun. There's still a few champions in this that I haven't played much with. Specifically this guy. I have not seen any of the Primordium changes. But, apparently Stalwart Snack is much bigger stats. Like, Primordium went through a whole big rework, it looks like, that I haven't gotten to play yet. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks sort of like the Stalwart Snack thing where he gets more buffets as he gets bigger. It looks like they're applied to all forms of Primordium.
Does it?
Or a couple of them at least. I don't know.
It's on Superfood now, actually. So you can just all in on Superfood, which is kind of neat looking.
That's cool.
And then Stalwart Snack is just health instead of attack.
Big beef boys.
Big beef, yeah. Some cool changes though, for sure. Anyway, that's the end of the episode. Would you like to say goodbye, Cranberry?
I would like to say goodbye. Thank you for watching the video.
Yes, I agree. You should go click the link in the description and say hello to Cranberry live right now.
I didn't say what I was actually going to be streaming before.
Oh, do you know?
I think I'm going to do Spelunky.
Ooh,
tomorrow.
That's a good game.
Tomorrow, I mean today, tomorrow.
Right. That's fun.
There's another game I've been playing called Caves of Cud, which is more of a classic roguelike.
I have seen that game a little bit.
But I'm a little afraid of it because it's a lot. Sort of like Cataclysm, it's like a lot going on.
Right.
I'm going to learn a little bit on my own first before bringing that to a stream.
Okay. So, go watch Cranberry play some Spelunky. Fun game. Pretty cool game. I've heard of it.
Spelunky 2.
Oh, sorry. Spelunky 2.
Spelunky 2. Very important. Spelunky 2, not
sorry.
1.
I just assumed that you were playing Spelunky HD.
Ah,
yes. And, other than that, that's the end. Thanks for watching. Anything else you would like to say before I do the outro?
What was that, Kid Cudi?
Yeah, you were Kid Cudi.
What other albums has Kid Cudi done? Kids See Ghosts. That's a thing.
Kids See Ghosts. Man on the Moon.
I haven't listened to it.
It's the one with Day and Night on it. I don't think it's actually called Man on the Moon. It's called something else. But it's like his big one. What is this album called? Yeah.
End the episode. End it.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for watching. We will be back next week. Do you want to play modded next week or do you want to play regular? I'm down to keep playing modded or regular.
I'm down for anything.
Join us next week for a surprise because I don't know what I'm going to feel like doing 1 week from now. So we'll see.
We're playing RuneScape.
Join us next week for co-op of the Trailblazer League where we will catch Implings for 6 straight hours in one episode.
That would be a great episode. Can we do that?
You want to just run circles around Puro and talk about music for 6 hours?
That'd be a pretty good one.
That'd be fun. All right. Goodbye.